Welcome to episode one, the very first episode of my new podcast. Yep, I am a conservative. I am your host, Stephanie Donegan, and I am thrilled to finally be in a space in my life where I can speak freely and not worry about anyone in the world's opinion of me being a melanated woman. That's a conservative in America. Yep, I'm a Republican. Okay, that's what it should have said. Yep, I'm a Republican. And it's funny because people told me as I was approaching 40 that this would be who I would be. I was always a person like, oh, I don't care what people think, like blah, blah, blah. But everyone kept saying, Stephanie, after 40, it's going to shift. You're going to really just say whatever it is you want to say. And I think they're right because coming up to 30, I really started being open in my personal life. People around me, like, no, I'm very conservative. I have conservative values. No, I don't agree with that. No, I'm not okay with that. In a space where I used to just be quiet because the left and the Dems are bullies. And if you don't think and believe like they think and believe, then you are a bad person. And please, for all things that's holy and good, don't be melanated on top of it. Now you are called a coon. You are called, that's the only one I can think of right off because I don't use those unintelligent terms for people. You are everything but the child of God, they would say. And, you reach this point in life and you're like, but do we really care about the opinions of those with whom we would never change places with? Absolutely not. So I want to start off today, our very first full episode, talking about why I'm proud not just to be a conservative, but to be a patriot. And I chose to use that word and I chose to start with that because there was a point in time when I would never have said, I'm a patriot. For some reason, saying you're a patriot is almost looked down upon in certain environments. How dare you be a patriot? And the reality is a patriot's a person who loves their country. I love America. I love being American. And recently I had a ton of press under my business moniker. And under that business, it's my name, but I use a different name for business. Under that name, it was almost placed like because America is going down the drain, this American woman moved to Italy. And I was like, wait, none of that's true. I didn't move to Italy. I bought a home in Italy. I bought a vacation home in Italy. And I began to really see how the media manipulates things to follow a specific narrative. And I never want to be included in a narrative that makes America seems like someplace that's horrible. I love America. I love being American. And I think we all should. I believe that I would not be the woman that I am today if I was born and raised in another country. I believe that the freedom and the opportunities that I have, I own a couple of businesses. I recently started a tech company. I don't know that my freedoms to do those things, if I would A, be able to do them, and B, have them have been as successful as they've been in another country. I love being in a country where I do have freedom of speech. Though I sometimes think there needs to be a little bit of a limit. Like if your speech is harming others like if you're calling to physically harm other people. But that's neither here nor there. But I love living in a country that I can state my opinions openly and freely. Though for so many years as a melanated woman, I felt like other melanated individuals would have a problem with me stating my truth. I love this country, and I do think, like everywhere, this country has its problems and this country has its issues. But I love my country enough to want to be a part of the change, to want to be a part of seeing something different happen in this country, having a new normal. Having a space where we are no longer divided by the media who's pushing this race issue and programming of people who look like me, who believe that if you're not Black, then you're against Black people. It is absolutely ridiculous how people have been programmed on both sides. I love my country. And yes, I am a patriot. And I personally think, and I'm very serious about this. If you live in the United States of America and you take advantage of being American, you should be shame on yourself to be anything other than a patriot. How dare you live in a country that provides you the opportunities and the platforms to speak negatively about it, and you still speak negatively about it? And you still are a person like, oh, I don't like being American. I don't like America. And I'm always like, well, if you don't like being American, it is very open for you to move to other countries. It really is. There are many countries that you can move to. And then even when you choose to do that, you still choose to work for an American company. Why is that? I think something needs to be said about the fact that you would blatantly disrespect America and hate being American, but you want to eat and live off the benefits that come with being American. So yes, I think everyone should be a patriot. I'm a patriot, and I think everyone should be a patriot, and shame on anyone who's not. And unfortunately, I feel like a lot of the thoughts and belief systems of the left are complete opposition of what it means to be a patriot and to love America and to love being American. And so I wanted this first episode to be a conversation about why being a patriot is important, why I chose to be a patriot, and why deep in my heart, I believe that if you are benefiting off of this land in this country, you should be as well. You can expect in this show to be me having conversations about what's going on politically in our country. Sometimes eventually I'll start having guests come on and speak with guests, but you can expect to have a conversation from a space of being a patriot. That's all the conversations coming from this platform will ever be. And I'm very, very proud of that. Welcome to the new show. Yep, I'm a conservative. I'm your host, Stephanie Donegan. Until next time.